Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Queen of Chaos and Collab. Shenanigans will ensue. Better buckle up, you're in for a ride with the Fistmits of Misfits, Mary Lizzie.
Seems every time it changes it now. I have to reset it, but no. Hey, god damn it. Sorry guys. Un momento por favor. Fighting with OBS Streamlabs again. Now, lock, please. Thank you. Alright. Sorry about that. Hello, 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 hello. Mary Lizzie coming at you live from Iowa, where it's supposed to get down to 26 degrees tonight. Oh my god. Somebody save me. Anywho, how's everybody doing on this fine Sunday night? Apologies for the late start. I broke my new mouse. Go figure. Yep. It's supposed to be a wireless trackball. It is now a wired trackball because I dropped it. And apparently the what was it Husby's called it? The whatever talks to the dongle that goes in the PC remotely to connect doesn't talk anymore. So the only way to use it now is when plugged in. Keep that cold up there. Hey, Master Chief is talking to himself again. Holla, Zenithos, Luna, Master Chief, long time no see. Hey, look, I'm in chat too. Woohoo! And I saw Nemesis Galacticus. Ready for some Halloween spectacular? Would you guys like me to start over? I know, Luna. I've been with the cold in my hands, and I have no idea where we left off. Where did we leave off last time? Oh, right. He has to go digging amidst the corpses. This is a tale of the plague, guys. You're alive! Holla! I know you worried me, Master Chief. We got the tree inside, we got the flowers inside. And this is way too loud. Temporarily using the other mouse. Candy and coffee. You can have all of mine. I'm not supposed to eat it anymore. There we go. That is a bit more tolerable. I don't feel like I'm having to yell. back to Italy. Grave diggers and grave robbers. Yeah, y'all quit teasing me. I had two. Shh, don't tell anybody. I had two peanut butter cups and about fell asleep. I had to get up and move around because I was gonna go to sleep. Alright. As night creeps in, a gentle mist appears outside the city walls. Faint flickering torches can be seen in the darkness circling a large mud pit that is at least 20 feet deep and 2 times as wide. The purple bar is my morality. For those that don't know, this is called a visual novel. I will probably be doing more of these as it is much easier on my hands, as you can see. I have also downloaded and installed Marbles on Stream. I have heard that some options are you have to pay for, like making your own marble maze. I'll take a look at that at another time. I'm trying to find the one I've seen used on other streams where it is it's like Marbles on Stream, but it's words on stream. People try to figure out the scrambled words, or there's a bunch of letters and they have to figure out as many words as they can. I don't know the name of it, but I'm looking for it. You turned evil and monsters for Halloween? No, not my Atlas Galacticus. No! Oh no! If only you could see me on a webcam. I'm doing the whole fainting woman, back of the hand to the forehead. Oh no, where's my smelling salts? Somebody bring me my smelling salts. I couldn't help it. Couldn't help it. Bladder, no. We just started. No. I know you're spectacular. And, all kinds of gnarly and, cringy, but please, just let me play for a little bit. Alright. I clicked. Oh, sometimes you have to click on the dot. Or the skull. Using large wooden shovels, grave diggers cover day-old cadavers with a fresh layer of lime. The guards take you to the mouth of the pit where the stench is quite strong. You try not to puke as one of the guards grins back at you. Nobody told you it would smell like roses, said the soldier. There must be hundreds of corpses down there, which means hundreds of pockets to plunder. The guard signals over one of the grave diggers. Take a rope. Tie him up at the waistline. Immediately, the grave digger fetches a large rope and ties it around your waist. Now you! Go down there and do your work. And don't get any fancy ideas or we'll cut your neck in half. With that, the guard pushes you over the cliff. And you're hoisted down to the bottom of the pit. Over your head, the ring of torches illuminates the walls and ground, and as soon as you find yourself standing in a field of corpses. Now, no fancy ideas, Luna. The putrid smell of decay is unbearable. Begin looting the corpses. Do I have to? Yes. Careful where you walk. We wouldn't want you to fall face first in those remains. You choose your footing carefully and begin to search around you. Should we search for cadavers wearing quality coats? Or cadavers with fancy boots? Methinks fancy boots. Logic behind the coats. Because the more you pay for shoes, the fancier they stay. Am I right? But I want your logic. Why quality coats over fancy boots? Boots and coats and boots and coats and boots and coats. Or is that supposed to be boots and pants? Boots and pants and boots and pants. Yeah, that's better. Luna says coats. Anybody else? It would, Nemesis Galacticus. I was just making fun of it. I was having a little fun, couldn't you tell? You know, the whole weird voice and all that. Oh. I like your thinking, Luna. Shoes are a dime a dozen, as coats cost more, too, because they have more material to make. Alright then. Coats it is. You inspect the pockets of a few well-dressed cadavers, but find nothing. You decide to go deeper into the pit. Crossing over a mess of entangled remains, you notice a hand sticking out. The fingers are covered in jewelry. I have to tell you this, Linda. I've already gone the other route with the shoes. I know which one is right. Carefully, you lift the man's hand and start taking off the jewelry. It is the thinking man's game, as I said. 2 rings come off quite easily, but 2 others won't budge. Search somewhere else, or pull as hard as you can. Now remember, you're in a pit of bodies. Of plague. They all died of the plague. Plague is everywhere. What could happen if you tried to pull that ring off, and it just suddenly came off and you went flying and landed face first in a pile of cadavers? There we go, Luna. Search somewhere else. You move away from the decaying hand and start to look elsewhere when you feel a strong tug on the rope around your waist. You almost lose your balance. Come on, boy! We don't have all night. You look back angrily at the guards and gravediggers when they burst out laughing. Heathens. You pull on the rope, giving yourself some slack, and walk over to a woman wearing a large petticoat. Wink, wink. As many of the corpses, she's in really bad shape. No teeth, glossy dead eyes, skin as pale as chalk. Do we search somewhere else? Or should we look under the petticoat? And back then, women, because they still, to this day, cannot put pockets on women's clothing, as in pants, skirts, you know, that kind of shit. Women kept, that's where garters come from, gentlemen. Women kept the money in a little leather almost envelope-looking thing attached to a girder around their thigh. That's where garters come from, and that's why the husband takes it off. Back in the day, it contained money. Look under the petticoat. You lift up the petticoat carefully. Sometimes it makes me click on it. Sometimes it doesn't. Alright, click. Underneath it, you find a small string purse filled with coin. Putting the purse around your neck, you move a safe distance from the corpses. Or that corpse, at least. Alright, let's get him out of there. The gravediggers pulled on the rope and hoist you out of the pit. As soon as you reach safer ground, the guard extends his hand with an arrogant smile on his face. In his other hand, you notice a dagger. Give him all of the loot. Offer only the purse. Or pretend you didn't find anything. 2 will end up with you having your neck cut. 1 will not. What did you learn, Zanitos? Oh, that the women kept their money around their leg? All the loot. You hand over the purse and the rings to the god. He grins and grabs the loot from your hands. He gives you a suspicious look. Tucks away his dagger and lets you get out of the pit. As the guards escort you back towards the barracks, you come across a man lying in the street. Recognizing the deceased, the guard punches his buddy in the shoulder with delight. Hey, I know that man. That's one of the merchants that sells all those fancy fabrics. Without a blink, he motions you to go examine the man's pockets. You better find something, boy. With sharp spears at their sides, you have no choice but to follow the command. You walk closer to the dead man, and as you bend over to pick the pockets of his coat, you notice the guards are far behind you. If you wanted to flee, this could be your chance. Flee or pick the pockets of the merchant. Now remember, you are inside a city that is walled with guards everywhere. Pick the pockets of the merchant. Very well, Luna. You tap over the pockets of the coat, trousers. Locate a hard lump. Ooh. Is that your money? Are you happy to see me? Wink, wink. Fetching inside the coat, you find a black leather wallet. One thing I know is to survive, correct. To flee meant possible death. To pick the pockets meant you lived a little longer. That also is what I am learning with this game. I learned last time, you don't always have to tell the truth. The truth may get you killed. As I died last time. Fetching, it was well after this though. Fetching inside the coat, you find a black leather wallet and hand it over to the guards. We'll get to a point where I have not been here shortly, if we survive. Please, the guard hands it to his partner. Good boy. Seems you were meant for this type of work. The guard pats you on the back as they proceed to escort you to the commander. As I said, I may start doing more of these visual novels as it is easier on my hand. And I seem to have the voices for it. At the barracks, you are led once again in the dark corridor to the commander's quarters. As you walk in, the commander folds away a document and turns his attention to the guards. The guard drops the loot on the table and walks to the back of the chamber. You notice a black leather wallet you just took from the wealthy merchant in the street is missing. Using a thin blade, the commander rummages through the findings. Hey, Zurisis. These are but mere trinkets. Not worth my time. All the time of my men, said the commander. After those words, the commander motions to his guards to seize you. Throw him in the dungeon. Maybe there he can learn to become a better thief. If he lasts the night. Plead for your life. Rat out the guard, for the dungeon means certain death. For it is filled with plague and rats. Choose wisely while I take a drink. Happy All Hallows Eve. Luna says plea. What says ye, chat? Are we in agreement? If this voice is annoying, just tell me, guys. I'll talk normal. Keeping a close eye, we've kept our morality up, our health. We've taken a few dings. But we're still over halfway in health. It's fun. Awesome. Alright, does everybody else in agreement with Luna plead for your life? Tell the sob story of how your parents died of the plague and you're now on your own journey across Europe. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Since everybody else seems to be lurking, we'll just go plead for your life. You plead to the commander to spare your life and promise to never set foot again in the city if he sets you free. What, no mention of the friend you entered the city with? Throw him out of the city. Woof. Woof. That was close. He already wasted enough of our time. 2 guards grab you by the shoulders and escort you to the city gates. Before you realize what's happening, one of the guards pushes you into the dirt. If I see you again, I'll take you personally to the dungeons. Dazed, you watch the guards walk away. It worked. Pleading for your life worked. You've survived another night. There's Lorenzo. What are you doing with your butts in the dirt? You look up and see Lorenzo waiting for you by a large tree. You don't look like you brought back any food or water. And welcome back, Master Chief. Or that you found any shelter. I looked for you all night, you know. Happily, Lorenzo lends you a hand and pulls you to your feet. Now, Lorenzo, for those who don't know that weren't here last time a few weeks ago, Lorenzo is an accomplished thief and has been on the streets for most of his life. He has been teaching you the ways. I thought you might be rotting in the cruel Florence dungeon. Lorenzo looks at the gates of the city where the guards are standing. Well, better not stay here too long. Let's head for the coastline. Treacherous roads. You enter a nearby forest, and soon you're surrounded by tall pine trees. A dirt road leads west, and Lorenzo takes the lead. And I may have said this while you were gone, Master Chief, but I may be doing more of these visual novels, as it is easier on my hands, at least until I get some of the ring splints I fundraised and have started purchasing. Hopefully, I need the ones on the left the most in order to game. She said that she has a sudden illness. When I emailed with her earlier this week, she's in Puerto Rico. She had a sudden illness, which I understand, having been diagnosed recently as my third autoimmune disease. Hey, can't have just one. They tend to congregate. So, until I start getting them, we're going to have to do something easier. And this I found on a website for streamers, and I can share it. Just DM me on platform. Discord. DM me on Discord, and I will give you the website link. It is a website for streamers that you can request keys to new and upcoming games. This is an indie game, and I forgot the name of the devs for this one. Dang it. Now I gotta go look, because I gotta tell you. Oh, brain. Alright, where's it at? Last Tales of the... You do need to have a certain amount of followers. There we go. Tales of the Black Death. Indie Spotlight. Ow. Apparently that content is unavailable. Oh, I clicked on the Twitch link, that's why. Whoopsies. And I don't have a time machine, unless you do. Back. I'm still waiting on my accreditation. Should be coming soon, I hope. Okay, genre is adventure indie visual novel. Publisher is Doubleton Game Studio. Developer is Doubleton Game Studio. They are, I believe, from Ontario, Canada. It was translated from French to English. The last time I streamed it, my going through part of it helped. I started getting really tired at the end. Has helped them with some of their grammar and spelling and word usage. Apparently, translating the French word for haunting to English comes out as hunting. Close enough, right? Hey, Moose, holla! Awesome, Master Chief. Awesome, Master Chief. You really had me worried, man. And I had to do this. The moose is loose with the couscous and the... Oh, I did it wrong. Will Moose ever forgive me? I haven't been doing it enough. I gotta practice. Let's try this again. The moose is loose with the goose and the couscous in the caboose with no excuse. And Moose, I'm trying to find... You know that cat wiggle part of my new subscriber on YouTube? One of the Discord channels I belong to has that just for one of their channel emotes. I'm trying to find just that cat wiggle so I can put it to Biterbacks. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. You forgive me? Aw, thank you. Oopsies. Uh-oh. Alright, back to the story. Suddenly, you hear horse hooves beating the rough dirt path behind you. And this doesn't work on YouTube, but it does work on Twitch. Moose, you took the X's out, right? Moose. I know how to spell. Moose Gaming. Is that the right one? Oh no, I'm being raided! Ah! Send forth the cats! Holla! Once upon the streamer, disabled guru. Thank you for the raid. Yes, you have. I understand that. You are very, very tired, I imagine. We'll catch you next time. Go get some rest. You've had a busy day, and you know, both of us should not be doing that kind of shit, right, Guru? But we'll get you a shout out real quick. Whoop. What was the last game you played? Phasmophobia. You like that one. Gave me too many jump scares. I have a heart condition, you know. I must take it easy. You dressed up, Luna. Nope. I didn't dress up. But we had a lot of cute kids tonight. My favorite was the dragon. Costumes are made of flimsy material. And in Iowa, Halloween is usually freezing. I was trying to shout out Moose, and I remember he took the X's out. But because he's not in the chat, I can't directly at him. So I'm trying to remember what he did with his name. Doobie doobie doo. Doop doop a doo. Doo 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 doo. I know he streamed recently. I think he put 2 underscores at the end, if I remember correctly. You still have $100 worth of candy? Dude, I was trying to give away 4 or 5 pieces. And we had all these little, like, there we go. Thank you, Miss. Much appreciated. The music for this is wonderful, too. There we go. 7 Days to Die. Are you playing that on PC or are you playing that on PS4? Because I have that. I just can't really move much. The last time I tried to play, I had to ride a bike clear across the map because they moved without telling me, and I spawned in at the old place, and I couldn't. I mean, the cat games that I've been playing for Let Me Out games, specifically because of me and my disability, they put in a button just for auto walk for me. I love helping out these devs, and the ones that have like actual movement in the game, not a visual novel like the one I'm doing right now, but like Cat Saves Halloween, which we did beat the final boss last night. They wanted to know, they talked with me at DM going, what are some things we can do to help people in the disability community? I'm like, well, for me, I am disabled in the hands, so having to constantly push W sometimes, it kills my hands, so an auto run would be awesome. Oh, you're playing on the PS5? You know, I had hopes that once the PS5 and the new Xbox One came out, that they would be more cross-play friendly, but that hasn't happened, sadly. Oh, wait. All right, iPad, quit freaking out. Yeah, we have half a cauldron, plastic cauldron, of candy in the kitchen that I'm not supposed to eat. I have no willpower, guys. This new diet is killing me. No nuts, no chocolate. Ah. And you know why no chocolate? It doesn't have yeast added to it. It's because of the processing of the cocoa beans that it gets mold in it. So basically, it all boils down to mold allergy. Blame PlayStation. We do. It would, yeah. I would love more crossplay. Seriously. Okay. We're gonna take a quick break because I've put the bladder off for a bit now. And if you know me, I need to visit the little ladies' room. So, I will pee right back. You heard me right. That's my own pun. I'm copywriting that. Everybody has to pay me a nickel for it. Right? Gotta stretch them toes. Okay, what's the hashtag Jesus for? Oh, I snapped. I just popped my neck. Did you just love that part of EDS? Move and randomly pop something? Alright. I pee right back. I'm back. Steals the pun. Oh, that pun. Pee right back. Do I not have a mod on this side? Luna. Guess what? Judy. Some bongos to the tune of Rocket Man. It is a good pun, but god damn. Yeah, I came up with the P right back, but I've heard a few other streamers start using it. I'm gonna start charging. It's hilarious. I put my blankets back on because it's starting to get chilly. They were supposed to come inside the house this week, but it rained all week. Hey, I'm a poet, didn't know it. It rhymed. Alright. Blankie. I got my blankie. And I got some more work done in the loft this week because it was raining, so I couldn't work outside. getting even closer to having it done. Yeah, temporarily put the iPad there so I can't see anything while I finish the blankets. Whenever the girls were little, we grew up in Kansas, which didn't get much snow. And it didn't get all that cold as it does here in Iowa. I always had to remind my mother-in-law because she would make the girls Halloween costumes when they were toddlers. And I told her she needed to make them to be able to fit over a snowsuit. And she thought I was kidding. I think I still have the Dalmatian puppy one. I mean, she made like this whole one-piece outfit for Dalmatian with the hood and the feet and everything. It's adorable. Even had a little red collar. Alright. So I can use the trackball mouse as long as it's plugged in. However, when I dropped it, apparently, Husby thinks I moved or unaligned or whatever you want to call it, the sensor that talks to the dongle that's plugged into the computer, so it is no longer wireless. It now has to be plugged in. I broke it. But it still works, so I'll still use it. If I get too desperate, I'll just get another one. It was only like 50, 60 bucks. Oh, uh-oh, I hit a button. Whoops. Now I don't know what it said. Dang it. It's a new chapter though, right? No! Well, I really reset it. Hey, Robo Ninja, holla! Topeka actually got snow? Fail. Yeah, that was fail. Oh, hey, Skip to Baloo. You are? Now I gotta go look. Oh. Not under Master Chief's name you're not, but, now I know what your real name is. I won't remember it tomorrow, though. Trust me. So, we get to do the whole thing. Yeah, 2 to 3, Luna, but we're talking the first time we moved here in 1998, October 1998. We tried to go back home for Christmas that year. They got 18 inches of snow. 18. We got stuck in Wichita, Kansas for an extra 3 days with a rental car and an 18-month-old. And then it took us 12 hours to drive home in the snow. And they shut the Kansas Turnpike down for the 3 days because of ice. That's why it took 3 days. So guess what, guys? We're doing the whole chapter. The flood of 95. Let's see. My oldest was born in 97. I don't recall Wichita flooding. That's why they have the big ditch. No. See, I graduated in 93 in Wichita. Alright, let's get this going since we're starting over, guys. Sorry, I thought it was going to go back to where, you know, the last story part took. So we're 1347, Tuscany, Italy. It is the plague, the Black Death. And I am doing a sponsored game. I was given a key to the game by the devs to help promote their game, and they're usually lurking on either YouTube or Twitch, usually Twitch, because they translated the game from French to English, and I found quite a few issues last time with just translations. So they might be lurking, or they might watch it afterwards. Just to warn you. Mikey! Mikey, last time you got us killed so much. Mikey doesn't get to make choices this time. He's grounded. The year Lake Paris was so full, the bridge went through. The lake water was inches from touching the bottom of it. I really don't remember, Luna. I have lost quite a few years of memory of late. Apparently, the lack of the B12 deficiency can do that. Causes memory loss. So, I don't know. Babysat Doggo says hi. Perry, not Paris. Oh, okay.
Hello.
Mumbles under breath. Oh, hey, there's my brother.
Hello.
Hello, another person.
That's Master Chief. He's back.
Alright.
I'm not back. It's just a figment of your imagination.
Okay, well, good.
Hello,
Figment of
folks
my
and everybody.
imagination.
Welcome
You gonna
to
help
the
me with
stream.
this? Oh, I know how to get through most of this without dying. I'm gonna see if chat does.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to figure out what you're doing still.
It's a visual novel. You have morality, which is the purple bar. You have health, which is the green bar. You are trying not to get the plague. While on an epic journey, of course, from Tuscany, Italy, to London, by yourself as a young boy. And both your parents, as you'll find out here shortly, died to the plague.
Chapter are you on?
Never mind that, I hit a button. It was the wrong button.
You're doing England?
No, I'm still in Italy. I hit a button. That's all you need to know. Their ears,
yeah.
mouth, and fingers are all black as soot. Large bulb-shaped growth around the neck and armpits and inner legs. Their bodies are frightfully contorted, as if they had died in the midst of pure agony. From the belly of the ship, a voice cries out, "Help us!" Hesitant. Yes, I did accidentally, but I know all the answers.
You don't know all the answers.
I made it all through the first one without dying last time. It was you and Mikey that kept dying.
No, you ended up...
No. I took over after you guys had died so much, I finally got tired of it.
Right, yeah, but then I started playing on my own.
Yeah, on your own, and I haven't played since, so...
No, I started playing on my own while you were playing that last time, and you got your throat slit. Then, I need to stop.
Well, that's where we started, when the stream started. But then I accidentally hit the mouse a couple of times, so I didn't get to read stuff. So I clicked the restart chapter, thinking it would go back to the last major decision of being thrown out of the city. That's okay. I know the answers for this part. We'll see if chat does. Below deck.
Should I read it in a scary voice?
No.
Oh, come on.
Chat?
It is Halloween.
Grave robbing didn't help the plague, no, but it helped the boy survive. Well, this is all the way at the beginning, Luna. And Luna says no. Mikey mumbles under his breath some more.
Okay, I won't do it in a scary voice.
The Iowa side of Italy, right, Mikey? Is that the devil? I think so. We're skipping the tutorial.
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Oh, I no. Doing it in Daffy Duck's voice is even worse.
Just trying to sprinkle a little salt and pepper.
I
What'd you
know.
say?
Below
It is
they,
Halloween.
they were liking my voices. I gotta get that. I gotta get back into that fake Britishish type voice again.
You decided it was hurting your vocals.
It was what?
I thought you decided it was hurting.
No, it was doing the low voices for the boys that was hurting my voice vocal cords. Daffy Duck does the Black Death. Oh, that was Chipmunk, not Daffy. Mary voice better.
Yeah, hold on.
Can he do Mary's voice?
I'm pretty sure that was Daffy.
No, I can't do Mary's voice.
See, my voice is on my own. Y'all know that. Alright, if you don't get going, we're not gonna get anything done. So,
Simon! What you doing?
that's Chipmunk.
Alvin!
No. Especially if the devs are watching.
And they do.
And they do. Oh, my voice is better at doing a scary voice? Okay, I'll take it. Tales of the Black Death. Chapter 1, Italy. Everything was pitch black. As the sunlight spills
It's beginning, folks.
through your window, you wake up from a night of tossing and turning that left you uneasy. A dream lingers in your mind. A tall, cloaked figure carrying a young girl in his arms. Black crosses painted on trees. A city engulfed in a hellish fire. Dreams like these always feel like a strange premonition. The dark fields. Far on the mainland lies your aunt's farm. Since the death of your uncle, the home has endured many harsh winters that have hardened and darkened the fields. For the last months, you've been living with your Aunt Camilla, spending your days harvesting the wheat. As you open your tired eyes, the smell of dry, salted fish and freshly baked bread slaps a smile on your face. The day before had been your 14th birthday, and your aunt had offered you a leather satchel that would, from now on, follow you wherever you go. After stretching a stiff neck, you crawl out of bed and walk to the living room. These last few days, you've been waking up more tired than usual. Aunt Camilla greets you with a feeble smile as you glance at the loaf of bread still in the oven. I hope you slept well, Balthazar, You have a long day ahead of you. I've been baking all morning, and your Aunt edges closer and examines your pale complexion. This is not the face of a boy in the prime of his teenage years. You look tired. I hope you're not coming down with anything. You shy away and take a seat at the table. Despite all of her kindness, for some strange reason, Aunt Camilla always made you feel uncomfortable. Tell her about your dream, or insist you're doing well. Child? Doing well, says Luna. And I hope Luna noticed her new sword. Aunt Camilla
Luna's
walks
got a
back to
sword?
you, places a bucket at your feet, and awkwardly wraps her cold hands around your face. Your temperature seems normal. Perhaps you just need fresh air or a hot meal to bring some pink to your cheeks. Why don't you get us water from the well? You nod politely and head for the backyard with the bucket in hand. Aunt Camilla has always been a tad strange, yet she's quite knowledgeable when it comes to a stomach illness or an itchy rash. In the yard, you glance at the handcart gathering moss from years of neglect and wonder how it feels to live isolated from the rest of the world. You wonder if your aunt will die a lonely widow. Inches away from the water well, you notice a dead black crow. I have no choice but to poke it with a stick. Oh, look, it's the wise raven. It was his voice that made my throat hurt. Why do you want to poke this poor bird? I'll tell you why. Because I'm the tutorial raven. You have no say in the matter. Let's proceed with the poking. Poke it. You approach with a strange mingling of reverence and, the 14-year-old boy's curiosity. Pick up a stick and gently poke the dead board. I hate the tutorial raven. Yeah, so do I. But we must deal with it. Oh,
I have a
that
new achievement.
what achievement?
Mysterious death.
Mysterious death. What'd you do?
I asked for a service for the parents.
Oh. So was it your death or their death?
Mine.
Oh, okay. Black liquid oozes out of its beak. Oh, I missed that one. Oh well. Upon inspections, you realize you cut yourself on a rusty nail sticking out of the stick. Oh no. Back in the time period when just a simple cut could kill you. The cut doesn't appear too deep still, but you wince as you wipe the blood off your thumb. Ah, I see what you've done now, says the tutorial raven. You've managed to hurt yourself unexpectedly. Could it have been avoided? No. You didn't give me a choice. You made me poke you. Maybe. Mayhap not. Just remember, unexpected events occur unexpectedly. That's the nature of it all, really. You walk towards the well, pick up the wooden bucket, and fill it to the brim with fresh water. The fresh water is tempting. Oh, take a sip. That reminds you that you lost a sewing needle in your blanket and found it after it cut up my leg. Your leg? Yeah, Husby stopped letting me hand sew stuff in bed because I was constantly leaving pins. Oh, and as you'll see, now that he's injured, there's a hand up here wrapped that shows that he's injured. Now we have no choice but to take a sip of the water because of all the wonderful things he knows, the tutorial raven. Again, a choiceless choice. This is the strange power of the tutorial raven. Now let's continue. Take a sip of water. You take a long gulp from the bucket, quenching your thirst. I can't, but I wish I could. Luna says, kill the raven. Kill the raven, kill the raven, kill the
I heard they taste like chicken. I don't know. It's just what I've heard. I'm just saying.
Not this one.
Yeah, this one, it oozed black stuff out of its beak. I'm not sure I'd eat that one. It's already dead anyways, Luna.
Does it taste like turkey? Asking for a friend.
It tastes like death.
Well, I would hope that you eat your turkey or your chicken dead and not still trying to run around the yard. I'm just saying. I mean,
I
I
mean,
don't
have
know.
you ever seen a chicken run around with its head cut off?
Yes.
Do you want to know the truth to that question?
I
The answer
have.
is yes, and it's quite sad.
Sad, but sometimes hilarious. My grandmother growing up, before she passed away, she had a rooster. I wouldn't say so much a pet rooster, but he had the run of the back 40. And whenever he got too close to his grandkids, she would take her iron skillet and whop him upside the head. And
He
he
probably
lived.
needed it.
He lived every time. He lived. But he still came close to us grandchildren. He did eventually end up in the frying pan, though. He got too close to us one time too many.
Dinner. Dinner.
Chicken! Edgar Allan Poe is not around anymore. He won't mind
Nugget.
if we kill
Nuggets. Chicky nuggets. Chicky
one
nuggets.
of the
Oh.
two ravens running blood fountain. Oh my lord. Alright, back to the story, guys. Alright, you take a long gulp from the bucket, quenching your thirst. As you finish drinking your fill, your eyes fall again upon the dead crow. A hint of nausea turns your stomach, and for a brief moment, you feel sickish. Ah, you drank the foul water, and now you are sick. As shown by the stomach up here by the tutorial raven. Wait, the dead animal is a crow. And this is the tutorial raven, so he's not dead yet. I'm a functioning insane person. I know just enough to hide my insanity to the normal people. See that's where they trick you, Luna. Nobody is normal. We're all abnormal here. You could say I'm unique just like everybody else. We're just all people. That's all. That's why it's in quotes. Alright. Now your hand is hurt and you're feeling queasy. Not a very good start. Or is it? Said the wise raven, tutorial raven. In disgust, you kick the dead crow away. Be gone. Again, you dunk the bucket in the well, then enter the house. Doing the same thing over and over again, thinking you're going to get a different result. As you come in, Aunt Camilla blows on the fire of the wood stove. The glowing embers illuminate her face. You drop the bucket next to her. She smiles as she pours half of the bucket in a pot and adds 2 handfuls of wheat grains. Show your wound to your aunt, or take a seat at the table.
Seat at the table. Just kidding. Take a seat at the table.
Mm-mm. Show the
What do
cut.
they say?
Luna says show the cut.
Is Mikey not here today?
Mikey says he's keeping his mouth shut. He died too much last time. Oh,
Mikey!
look,
Mikey!
look at you. How deep did you manage to cut yourself this time? As she rolled her eyes. Can you still make a fist? You make a fist and drops of blood fall to the ground. Oh my, it does look pretty deep. Lend me your hand. Aunt Camilla grabs a clove of garlic and crushes it between 2 molars, then chews it down to a pulp. Using her thumbs, she spreads open your hand, examines the cut, and spits right in the middle of your palm. Satisfied,
Ew.
she wraps
Ew.
your hand with a clean cloth. Ah, look at that, says the tutorial raven. You're already learned how to hurt yourself, but also how to get healed from an injury. Garlic is the healing. My little trick managed to enlighten you. All right, tutorial raven. Just go away. Let us kill ourselves on our own. That will do for now. You grimace as her garlic-infused saliva stings your wind, and thank her while taking a seat at the table. I know my medieval medicine. Yes. Originally, most medicines were based in known medicinal herbs and whatnot. There's Mikey. What? I need new glasses. What is that monkey face? Oh, that would be the monkey face with the hand over the mouth. Mikey says he's not talking. You glance at the wooden barn out the window and wonder if your aunt has enough supplies to last through the harsh winter ahead. You notice her thinning the porridge with water. She catches your stare from the corner of her eye. Life was quite different when your uncle was still alive. You remember fruitful harvest summers, where the barn would burst from harvested wheat and barley. It sometimes feels like all our best days are behind us. Offer to stay a few more days, or announce your departure. Chat? Right? I don't think she had any moldy bread, though. Just the hot, fresh bread. He does still have that queasy tummy, though.
Well, you know, you're not just doing the green thing, but you're doing the purple thing too.
Yep.
So if you offer, then it goes up. If you don't, I don't.
Mm. Good night, Robo Ninja. Thank you for staying. Luna says to depot.
Good night.
I know it must be hard to leave me in times like these, but I will try to manage on my own. I already had my share of fortunate moments. Yet, when I chose the other one last time, she was like, "Get your ass out the door."
Yeah, but your morale went up too the last time as well.
Okay.
Because you were offered.
Just the offer.
Just
Alright.
the offer.
I'm about to kill us. No, Luna, don't say that. You've been doing so well. Witnessing a grim expression on her face always brings sadness to your heart. As if the hardship of others could weaken your own chance of happiness. Your aunt places a bowl of porridge in front of you, then walks away to stand by the window, whose gloomy curtains were withdrawn. Your uncle chose this very spot to build the house. From this window I could see him working in the fields. Her voice carries the crushing tone of nostalgia. As she turns towards you, she offers you an honest smile. Go on, Balthazar, eat up. You have a long journey ahead. You examine the diluted porridge in front of you. Next to it, your aunt left a warm slice of bread. Salted herrings are hung to dry near the stove. Eat only the bread, eat the porridge and bread, or enjoy the porridge, bread, and salted fish and just eat all of her food. That might have been a hint. Chat. And Bar does not get a say because he's already played this part.
Successfully too.
Shh. AKA, get out of my life, you stupid kid. All three. I can't choose all three, Luna.
Isn't she saying that you eat all of it?
Oh, wait. Eat all of her food? Leave her nothing. And you're sure?
I
Don't
don't think
for,
we've ever done that.
don't forget, we gotta keep this bar up too. Yeah,
How low is it?
the purple one,
Mm-hmm.
not that far. Our health is way lower. She said yes. Forgetting all of your manners, you first grab a chunk of salted herring and gulp it down with two, not one, but two thick slices of bread. Didn't even give us that much health. Then, to wash down the meal, you chug the warm porridge in a few seconds. Satisfied, you belch bleh, as you drop the empty bowl on the table. Rude. It seems the hot meal has cured your stomach ache. Ah, oh, better. It seems some warm food or drink can rid you of some of your illnesses. Let's rejoice, for you've learned another lesson. It didn't seem to drop any of our morality, though, and as Luna said, it's okay, we need the health. Uh-oh.
We were at it anyways.
Here it comes. Actually, burping is a compliment? Not in some cultures. Here we go. Displeased by the size of your appetite and your behavior, your aunt wipes off the table with the cloth and removes the rest of the bread from the table in case you should try to eat it. You realize perhaps it was selfish to eat a large meal while you know she doesn't have any food to spare. We did lose a little morality on that. Now remember, oh, they don't know that. I can't say
Yeah,
that.
they don't know that yet.
They don't know that.
You probably won't get that.
Mm, yep. After your breakfast, Aunt Camilla walks to the door, picks up a large golden bushel of wheat. As promised, here's the wheat for your parents. On your way home, make sure to pass at the windmill. From wheat to flour, from flour to bread, as they say. You nod as you wipe your lips with the back of your hand. You jump to your feet, put on your boots, and strap the bushel on your back. Outside, the morning air is fresh, and rustling leaves echo in the breeze. A large Italian oak tree towers over the house and shades part of the yard. Your feet scatter the morning dew as you walk away from the house. Reaching the footpath, you turn around to witness your aunt walking back into the house. She appears more sad than ever. You wonder if you should have stayed a few more days. But burping is usually because you've eaten or drank too quickly and have swallowed air. How would swallowing air be a compliment to the chef that you ate that quickly? That's all I'm saying. Also, it's Sunday, and I have new bottles of alcohol. They have to last the week. Soon, your aunt's house disappears behind the trees. Alone and well on your way, a strange feeling comes over you. You revisit in memory the dream you had the nights before. The tall cloaked figure, the young girl, the black crosses painted on trees, the city engulfed in a hellish fire. 'Cause he scarfed it down. 'Cause the food was so good you ate it all fast and enjoyed it.
Doesn't have it now.
And you think of that dead black crow. A broken fence. Under the bright blue sky, you follow the footpath through the farmlands and through the forest. On your right, the familiar wooden fences keep the livestock from roaming too far from stables, coops, or sties. Quack! Suddenly, screams of distress that send a chill down your spine. Squawk! As you get closer, the screams become more desperate. For a brief moment, you wonder if you should turn back and find another way home. But you decide to carry on. At the edge of the forest, you discover a pig in distress. In Chinese and Japanese culture, if you burp after you eat, it makes the chef happy because it means they did an excellent job making the food and you loved the food. See, in American culture, I was taught growing up that burping was impolite. But that can even be different in different parts of America. You never know. His neck is caught. What?
Civilized, it's impolite, and some of the other ones it's not.
And as an American, I can tell you, Americans are idiot or retarded. I always burp. I don't care what people think.
I burp when I drink water.
Huh?
I burp when I drink water.
I can
Anyways,
understand that once upon the streamer. Alright, back to the story, or we're not going to get moving. This is one that I can't keep playing while we talk, unfortunately. His neck is caught between the wooden planks of a broken fence. Using all of his strength, the animal tried multiple times to free himself, but only managed to hurt and bruise himself. One of the wooden planks could be lifted, but that would mean getting closer to the unpredictable swine. Attempt to free the pig, or leave the pig stuck in the fence. Leave? Anybody else? In chat. Master Chief? Once Upon the Streamer? Mikey? What was that commercial growing up? Let Mikey try it, he'll eat anything? It was for breakfast cereal, wasn't it? What was it for? Oh, I can't remember the cereal.
Can't remember the cereal. What?
Yeah, let Mikey try it. He'll eat anything. Oh! Cereal called Life.
Yep. It's good cereal, too.
Ah, I don't think that cereal exists anymore. Or I haven't seen it. Then again, when was the last time I was in a grocery store? We have... Is that what Chex is now? Was Chex Life?
No. Too different.
Simple choice. Okay, free the pig outweighs leave the pig. Sorry, Luna. Attempt to free the pig. As you get closer to the fence and start lifting the loose beam, the fearful pig violently hits you with his hind legs and you tumble to the ground. Caught off guard, you dust off your trousers and wonder what to do next. Try again to free this ungrateful pig, or leave him to rot and die. Free pig, free bacon.
Maybe.
We have too low of health. We've had that low of health for quite a while and we've managed.
How low is your health?
It's halfway,
Oh, that's no big deal.
right? But we've played this portion. I've played this portion. You've played all of it, I'm pretty sure. I've only played this part of it.
Yeah, I just went with the after you restarted, I restarted. So I just went with leaving the pig there. I didn't even touch it at all.
So, are we gonna try and help the pig or leave him? Yes, risk less, survive more. So this time we're just gonna leave him, alright? Realizing you would be putting your own life in danger helping this pig, you decide to leave. As you walk away, you glance at the trapped animal one last time, hoping someone else will hear his desperate cries. It's a 14-year-old boy, once upon the streamer. And this is during the plague in Italy, so yes, he would be on the short side. Or bigger.
On the frail side.
On the frail side. You have to understand they're probably malnourished also. Soon the cries are drowned out by the sound of the forest. Hiking across the rolling meadows, you think back to the last conversation you had with Aunt Camilla, when a raven distracts your melancholy. Standing on a thin branch, he seems to croak right at you. You ignore him, but after a few miles you realize the bird is following your every step. As many, you consider the raven to be an omen of bad tidings. A cold chill runs down your back as his glossy black eyes peer into yours. Annoyed by his incessant nagging, you grab a stone and aim straight at the bird. Throw the stone, drop the stone. Back then, the sighting of a raven was considered a bad thing. Which is why we all hate the tutorial raven.
I know what I did last time, and I know what I did. I know what happened in the next chapter, but
Homie already picked up the stone, says Once Upon the Streamer. Luna sighs. Mikey! Mikey! Knock knock!
Luna sighs.
Mikey!
That's not an answer.
No, she sighed and then said drop. Uh-oh, the cat's yelling at me. I talked too loud. If you piss off the bird, he won't help you later. How do you know you're gonna need help from the raven later? And I'm sorry, Lilo. I talk loud. Where is she? Oh, she's all the way back there, yelling at me. She goes to the vet this week. She gets probed. Mwahahahaha. Mikey's still... and Mikey's like, monkey see, monkey not do.
I died again.
You died again, see?
I am trying to get as many achievements of dying as possible.
Oh, you're trying to get the achievements. Okay. How many do you have?
Let me look real quick.
Or how many are there, I guess? As many as they need. Oh, Master Chief left the voice chat. Aww.
There's 24 achievements and I have 7.
24 achievements and you have 7. Poor cat. Yeah, that's the poor cat that keeps pissing on shit. Earlier, apparently, I thought I heard peeing somewhere, but when I looked, I couldn't find a cat. And then my daughter went to put her hat on to go sit on the porch for trick-or-treaters, and apparently the hat fell off the coat rack, and that's what the cat peed on. So, yeah. She's psycho.
A cat or your...
Mikey says kill the bird. Kill the bird. Kill the bird.
That's not an option.
Alright, Once Upon the Streamer. I hope you feel better soon. Lurk away. We're gonna drop the stone. Unclasping your hand, you let the stone fall to the ground. The sudden thud appears to have frightened the raven. Then why is it a sin to kill a mockingbird? I have no idea. Don't listen to Mikey. He's been wrong. Hey, Inra, holla! Happy Halloween. Happy All Hallows Eve. How are you? And I'm out of a drink. When you lift your gaze, the bird is nowhere to be found. You follow the narrow trail that leads into a pine forest. Many times, you glance up at the trees in search of the black-feathered pest, but you only find more branches. As you reach a clearing, you see above the tree line the sails of a large windmill slowly turning in the wind. On the top of the hill, the long grass blades are bent, almost permanently, by the powerful recurring winds, and the turning sails appear never-ending. I do have a demo for another novel. It's not a visual novel, so there's no pictures. It is about 600,000 words for the full story. I don't know how many are in the demo, but they make so many games. I don't want to say games, but they make a lot of these, this particular dev company. The demo I have is for Cat's Choice. But it'll be similar to this with the different choices. It just doesn't have the graphics. That's the only thing. But it may also need more voices. Everyone always forgets, never kill the messenger. Right? I'm just the messenger. Leave me alone. Okay, that is a weird... I know it's Italian. And I'm not sure I pronounced it properly than that last time. And yes, I am married to a man of Sicilian descent, and his family likes to remind me that's not Italian, that's Sicilian. It's an island. I gave up reasoning with him. 27 years of marriage, I've learned when to keep my peace. Alberico, the one-handed miller. Do we want to know how he got one hand? Notice you in the distance. Baldassar! And I don't do men's voice as well. Sorry. How nice to see you again. As the miller waves with his large hand, you show him the bushel of wheat you come bearing. Alberico greets you with a knowing smile, examines the wheat, and takes it into the mill. Let me get to work. It shouldn't take too long. Follow Alberico into the mill, or gaze at the landscape. What shall we do? And why is it a sin to kill a mockingbird? Didn't I ask that already? Nobody answered that one. I was waiting for Once Upon the Streamer to answer that one. Go into the mill or gaze at the landscape? Luna says gaze. Ooh, have you ever had the Screaming Sicilian frozen pizza? They use whole pieces of meat. No, not something you would see in back town, Iowa. Yes, we're the second largest city, if you could call us a city, in Iowa at 100,000 people. But that's with all the suburbs. We like to think we're all that, and we're really not. It's a sin to kill a mockingbird because all they do is sing pretty for us. Okay. Seems valid.
Mock you too. But they're mockingbirds, so they mock you.
Oh. But do they do human speech?
Yes.
I thought they couldn't. But then why would they be called the mockingbird? See, I don't go to Walmart anymore. I have a child that works there who would rather not have anything from there. They can, but rarely. Mikey's still like, I'm not making a choice. I'm not gonna. You can't make me. La 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 la. Mikey, I will go get more alcohol and make fun of you. Wait, no. That didn't sound like a threat. Really didn't sound like a threat. Okay. I'm drinking. Well, I was drinking. My cup is empty. It depends on when chat is willing to take a break for me to go refill my drink. But at this time of night, I'll switch to just straight 7-Up. I was drinking 7-Up with vodka and after Husby's got home, hot damn, mixed in. Go ahead. Is everybody in? Because last time I got up to pee, we lost 4 viewers. I'm like, fuck. Can't even go to the bathroom anymore. I've never been able to do that without people leaving. Alright. I'll take my iPad with me so we can all keep chatting. And everybody can tell me. Alright, Luna, I want to know why you want to stay outside and gaze at the landscape instead of following Alberico into the windmill and chit-chatting, gossiping about local events with him. And oh, when it's plugged in, having it off or on does not matter. Interesting. It's off, but plugged in, it still moves. Okay, I gotcha. All I did was drop it once. It should not be so much that dropping it once breaks it.
That you dropped it twice.
No, I just dropped it the other day. Have I dropped it before? I don't remember dropping it before, but you know, my memory is short.
Yes.
Yes.
I remember you chasing the ball before.
Oh, you're right. I have had to chase the ball before. So yeah, okay. 2 times. That still seems like shit.
But you're not supposed to drop the mouse.
Well, I don't have the best hands around, okay?
Probably shouldn't be talking about that on the recorded thing.
Uh-huh. Could be a bad man, but he knows him, so wouldn't he know if he was a bad man?
The same for
outlier.
Orange. What? He could be a bad man. He's the one that mills your wheat.
Got a toilet and a pot. Yep.
This is where people were honest back in the day most of the time.
You're right, Mikey. The cat did follow me into the kitchen, but not the bathroom.
It knows better.
Needs to eat more. She's been awfully thin. Picked her up the other day. Picking up nothing.
At least it's not bad.
She's lost my plate, I think. But I'm outvoted by everybody else in the pit. family didn't have anything at the McDonald's. That was awfully nice of them. They brought me French fries. It was the only thing they could find quickly on the menu that I could have, other than, you know, salad. And I don't go to McDonald's for salad. Crackly voice. Yes. I was in the kitchen making a drink. The kitchen has a lot of stainless steel and copper piping because the house was built in 1920. Alright. While I'm up, hashtag, just in case, I'm gonna skip to the loo, do a pee right back, water the daisies, all of that good stuff. So, if anybody wants to do bang PRB, I had to make sure I had the right letters in the chat. I will pee right back.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. I think I didn't do this one before.
Why eeny, meeny, miny, mo?
Oh, I'm trying to pick all the things I didn't do before.
Oh. You don't remember?
I do, but
Well, I mean, most of them are only 2 choices. I gotta turn on my heating pads back on.
you gotta remember, I'm letting you do all the reading. I'm just flying through the clicks.
Oh. You're not even reading it?
Well, I read some of it. I gotta know what I'm doing.
You're skimming.
Yep.
Mike lifted while I grab blankets. Chicken. You wanna come sit on my lap? Poor baby. Now, the only reason the cat's going to the vet is because they won't refill her psych meds without coming in for her annual visit. Like she's suddenly gonna need them for the not need them for the first time in 16 years.
Well, like I thought, the other option killed me quite quickly.
The other option killed you quite quickly. Okay.
It's the part you haven't gotten to yet, so I can't say much.
Oh, nice. Don't talk about it. I haven't gotten to it. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Munchkin. Alright, grab that pet. There we go. Alright, we're gonna gaze. You don't want to be the only one? Well, that's been my whole point, has been trying to get other people to answer. Hasn't always worked.
I say gaze at the scenery.
I know Moose is listening because he just did PRB. Wasn't there a cartoon character who used to take showers in gold coins? Yeah. Donald Duck's uncle.
Donald Duck. Scrooge.
Scrooge McDuck. Thank you for the drink. It helps the voice.
He also played in Tailspin.
Yep. That's how I knew him, was Tailspin. Tailspin.
A much better song than the other one you sing.
Oh gee, golden showers. Lol. We're going to gaze at the landscape. Waiting for the miller, you gaze over the horizon and see the small fisherman's town where you grew up. A feeling of joy fills your heart as you realize you will soon be reunited with your parents. A strong wind blows through your clothes and gives you a chill, and you decide to join Alberico in the windmill. You enter the mill and take a seat on a small bench behind the miller. From the ceiling, the strong drive shaft forces large gears to turn, and you observe as Alberico pours grains to the millstone. Alberico has been operating the windmill for many years, and he is known around Tuscany for his fair prices and dough-based treats. You notice a jar of barley cookies on a small table. You could probably take one without being noticed. Steal a cookie. Stealing a cookie? Oh look, the tutorial raven is back. Is this the sort of great moral dilemmas that are awaiting you all along this journey? Perhaps. Perhaps not. Good night, Mikey. Some choices help move the story forward. Some choices grow your character. And some choices might change how some characters feel about you. Just remember, the wise tutorial raven sees everything. Now, do you want to steal a cookie or ask for a cookie? What says you, chat?
Did they answer?
I was muted. Damn it! I just read all of that and you guys didn't hear it.
Not a word. I'm like, what is taking so long?
Damn it! Oh, he was declined a cookie. Because the cookies were for a beautiful woman. I know you've enjoyed my illustrious company, but sadly it's already time for me to leave. Oh, good. Bye, Tutorial Raven. Others, less fortunate than yourselves, need me. Remember what you've learned. Okay, bye-bye. There is no right, there is no wrong. There is only your survival and the choices you are willing to take. Better to ask than be marked a thief, right? But easier to ask forgiveness than permission. Indulging in iniquities will diminish your morality and could lead to the loss of your soul. You are now on your own. Bye-bye. After a long hike, you spot in the distance the familiar olive orchard where you used to play hide and seek as a toddler. A grim homecoming. Not too far from the large orchard and off the footpath lies your house. From one generation to the other, olives have been at the center of your family's livelihood. The old home, built by your great-grandfather, even bores a wooden carving of an olive tree. As you approach, you sense something strange and unfamiliar. The shutters on most of the windows are closed shut. Passing by the chicken coops, you notice the chickens haven't been fed. You carefully push open the front door of the house. As the sunlight creeps in, a voice echoes in the darkness. Don't come in, my son. We are not well. The weakened voice of your father sends cold fingers creeping up your spine. Some terrible disease has fallen upon your mother and me. Cough, cough. I can't cough at the moment. Apologies. You approach your parents slowly, but suddenly jump back in horror as you notice black patches covering their neck and hands. In the darkness, your mother's bloodshot eyes reflect the pale sunlight. Your father's sunken face, unrecognizable from the man he once was, turns to you. I fear we might be at the end of our long and harrowing journey. You hesitate in the doorway. Stay with your sick parents, or go to town in search of help? Luna
It's
says,
NVIDIA.
go to town.
I like her choice.
You like her choice?
The one I've always chosen.
Abandoning your parents makes you feel conflicted inside. You hope you made the right decision. The Misbegotten Village. At the edge of the Mediterranean Sea lies a small gathering of quaint houses connected by winding footpaths, all heading to a century-old stone church. At the eastern part of the village, you see the fish market near the dock. You tread down the cobblestone path and stop at the town square. In this tightly knit community, you know only one person can truly help your parents. Pay a visit to the priest, or head to the doctor's office. Which shall it be?
Are you injured this time?
We are injured.
I see doctor's office.
Doctor's office? Okay. What say you, Luna? Neither, they both suck. Well, in order to further the story, you have to pick one. And as my brother pointed out, his hand is injured. It might pay to see the doctor. I know that's you, brother.
Of course, you know it's me.
Alright, doctor it is.
I'm just putting another voice out there.
Uh-huh. Could have done it on the YouTube side where there's like nobody, one person. I think that's Moose. I think he's listening while he's at work. Is Moose still at work? Or is the Moose on the way home? Who knows? Is the Moose on the road? The doctor lives in a large two-story house that dominates the street. A path leads to a clinic behind the house. A strange smell floats around the clinic. You follow the path and discover half a dozen men lying side by side on the ground, lamenting in pain. As you get closer, the acrid stench becomes unbearable, forcing you to cover your nose with the sleeve of your shirt. In the barn that serves as a clinic, you notice the doctor operating on a nude man. With a sharp knife, he cuts open a neck sore and lets a pus-like liquid slowly ooze out. You gag at the sight of the white substance. Noticing you in the courtyard, the doctor comes out of the clinic, pulls down a makeshift mouth mask, and interrogates you. Baldassar, what are you doing here? It's not safe for you to be at the clinic. A terrible illness is inflicting all of these men. Something I've never witnessed before. You have to leave at once. Show the doctor your wounded hand. Inform the doctor about your sick parents. Or leave for the harbor. We have a confliction. One says inform. The other one says show the doc your hand. You might learn another healing method.
You want her to continue being hurt.
Huh?
Luna wants you to stay hurt.
Is there any more choices after telling him about your sick parents?
You might have another option. I'm not sure. I don't think so, though. Yeah, the other option would be your aunt, but you burnt that bridge, so
I burnt that bridge, really?
I think you did.
Luna says, fine. Show the hand. You extend your arm and show your wounded hand to the doctor. The doctor examines it and winces. Follow me. You follow the doctor inside the clinic. He places your hand over a bucket and pours alcohol over your palm. Ooh, that's gonna sting.
Not that much.
The liquid burns and you fight not to remove your hand. After a few seconds, the doctor applies a cold ointment that eases your pain. Wrapping a clean bandage, he closes his heavy eyes. Make sure to keep it clean. Now, inform the doctor about your sick parents or leave for the arbor. Burn, baby, burn, disco inferno.
Now she can have her way.
You inform the doctor of the mysterious illness that is keeping your parents bedridden. You describe at great length the vomiting, rashes and black patches on the skin, or bloodshot eyes. What seems most important?
Bloodshot eyes. Actually chose the middle one myself, but
I'm waiting to see what Luna says. She says black patches. Rashes are common, but those dark patches could be serious. I would need to examine them myself. It grieves me to hear about your parents' suffering. It would be unsafe to bring them here, and while putting back on his makeshift mask, the doctor motions towards the ailing men. I cannot leave my patients. I'll come as soon as I can, Baldassar. For now, you will have to leave. Oof. Curse at the doctor who just helped you. Or leave without the doctor. I mean, cursing at him would not be a good thing since he did just take time to help you with your hand. And we no longer have a wound. Luna says leave. Leave. Burn, baby, burn. Now I got that stuck in my head. Thanks, Luna.
you had to sing it out loud when you read it.
I know, right? You feel betrayed by the doctor, but he did just help you. He didn't have to. He could have told you to leave then and not helped you. You ungrateful 14-year-old child. Okay, that's out of my system now.
Okay, yeah, right.
Leave for the harbor. You have no other choice. Leaving the doctor's house, you walk until you reach once again the town square. Seeing seagulls in the sky, you decide to visit the wharf. The cursed wharf. Welcome. Yeah, thanks. In the gray sky, seagulls circle the docks, hoping to find discarded fish. Back then, 15 years old was marriage age. Well,
Yep.
For women. Boys
For men.
by that age would have been put into an apprenticeship.
If there was one around.
If there was one around. But his parents owned an orchard for olives, so he would have been working on that and learning the family business. I do know my history. Thank you. I love history. And married a girl. Probably, if there was one available. But he was also being farmed off. Excusing the word there. Pun intended. He was being farmed off to his aunt to help with her farm also. So do you what, huh? I'm confused now. Not hard.
They're farmed off to their aunt.
Mm. That's about the only thing I can think of. The food market, usually buzzing with peddlers, is deserted, except for a few fishermen negotiating raw oyster and pickled herring prices. Oh, knowing your history. A slender boy grabs your attention as he passes behind one of the merchants and swiftly walks away with something tucked under his shirt. Thief! Without missing a beat, he disappears behind a food stand, only to emerge a few moments after, right behind you. So, what are you? The market watchman? Yeah, I saw you peeking my way. I have a sixth sense about these things, said Lorenzo. History, my last name growing up started with the U. Like, what starts with the U? Umbrella. So, the main history classes I remember, I was in the back, last row. And by the time they got to me, when we were taking turns reading the chapters, I was already 4 chapters ahead and bored because they were all so slow. So by the time the teacher got to me, I didn't know where they were in the reading. And so I got in trouble for, quote unquote, not paying attention. Didn't get acknowledgement for, reading ahead. Oh well. I still got well, I couldn't get too good of grades. That wasn't what my parents expected. They wanted their son to have the perfect grades. Yeah, not so much in my schools in Wichita.
You must be young
Huh?
to be able to sit where they wanted.
Yeah. Not in most of my high school classes. I was also had a class of 3,000, so it was pretty big. We took up, well, we had the main high school, which was the original and first high school, East High, in Wichita. And then there was a building next to it, which was the library on top and the lunchroom below. And then the building on the other side used to be a middle school, and we took that over also because we needed more classrooms. Nope, I was public school all the way, baby. Public school and bussed in to desegregate. When my original elementary school shut down to be rebuilt.
Okay. I completed this chapter again.
Oh, Moose just went live. Ah, look what he's playing, A Plague's Tale. It's like another version of this. Although I think that one might have actual fighting, I'm not sure. I'd have to look. I have a sixth sense about these things, said Lorenzo. After diving his hand deep under his shirt, the boy takes out a smoked herring. That's the reward for being nimble and clever. Clever boy, clever boy. Denounce the young thief to the merchant, or praise the boy's quickness of hand. I would like an option that just, remain quiet. Don't say anything to anybody.
The left one makes your purple line go up.
Which one? The praise the boy's quickness?
No.
Oh, denounce the
That
young
makes your-
thief?
Yeah, denounce the young thief makes the purple go up. Praises even makes it go down. I finished the chapter with my purple line almost at the top.
But how much longer do you think that merchant has to live?
Long time. We never see him again.
And who will help us in the future?
No one.
Lorenzo.
How do you know?
Because I've already played this part. Praise the boy's quickness. When you've traveled the world as I did, survival becomes second nature. That is the story here, is survival. There is no wrong, there is no right. There's merely surviving. The boy tucks the smoked herring back under his shirt and starts to walk away, but reconsiders. My name is Lorenzo. You introduce yourself and mention your sick parents. That's strange. Just near the pier, there's this merchant boat stranded on the beach. The crew looked dead, sick. Black patches, pale skin, bugged out eyes. You wonder if your parents were victims of the same illness. Anyhow, I'm heading out of here. Small towns are not the best places for anonymity. Being anonymous.
Okay. Yeah, there we go.
Without another word, the boy leaves your side. Passing behind a few market stands and walking between shadow and light, the boy disappears. You think of your ailing parents and hesitate. The shipwreck feels so close. Go see the shipwreck or return home to your parents. I just have trouble with saying that word. There are just certain words that my tongue just trips over. In my head, it needs another N. Anonymity.
Yeah, always curious about ships.
Yeah, did you ever get that compass without dying?
Hey, you're not supposed to be saying anything. We're supposed to be waiting for Luna.
Well, she doesn't know what I'm talking about. Anonymity. I have dyslexia. If you couldn't tell. Nim like nimble. Anonymity. I like anonymous better. There are just certain words my brain just trips over. Alright, return home to the parents. A grave return. With a strange feeling of doom, you follow the familiar path leading up the hill and to your house. The shade of the large oak trees The ominous silence. The closed shutters all make your home look more secluded than ever. Prudently, you open the door and call out to your parents. Your calls are left unanswered, and you fear the worst. As you creep into the house, you find both your parents dead in their beds. Their gaping mouths and bloodshot eyes staring into oblivion are a horrible reminder that life is precarious. Telling yourself that at least they are no longer in agony doesn't give you any solace. Bury their bodies or let them be.
It's just sad.
Mm-hmm. We'll take care of the chickens now.
Let them be.
Let them be. And what was your reasoning on that?
Knows your history.
That lowered your morality. Leaving them in their bed lowered their morality.
Well,
The doctor will take care of them when he gets a chance. That's right, he did say he would come by when he could. We'll have to do some good. Raise our morality. The corpses of your dead parents still in their beds is a chilling and depressing sight. That is correct. You could get sick. Especially if it was the airborne pneumonic version. You feel giving them a proper burial could have appeased their souls. Or perhaps even yours. In the distance, you see the priest of the parish climbing up the hill to your house. He takes one look at you and shakes his head. Baldassar, you have my deepest condolences. You lower your head and stare at the ground. Sadly, I come bearing distressing news. Authorities are arresting those who might have contact with this vile infection. Your name was mentioned. The doctor has ordered you to be placed under quarantine. You take a step back, wondering what you should do. I came here to warn you, said the priest. Your parents were devoted to the church. I'd hate to see their son die in a cell. I suggest you flee. Ask for a ceremony to honor your parents, or ask for advice.
Your Mara might go up. She asked for a funeral ceremony.
But won't that make the priest sick?
Oh, darn it.
Well, I suppose the priest wouldn't be the one digging. Or burying the bodies.
No, you're the one that dies. I did that earlier.
Thievery! Blasphemy! Bloodshed. Or any other unforgivable sin will ultimately lead to your demise. Some have fallen into despair and lunacy, others into melancholy or madness. Choose your words and your actions wisely. Sometimes they can be forgiven, but never are they truly forgotten. You nod solemnly. Oh, and Baldassar, do not lose yourself in foolish distractions. After those alarming words, the priest wishes you luck and bids you farewell. Once the clergyman is out of sight, you glance at the deathly house one last time. Grief-ridden, you decide it's safer to leave all your belongings behind as you begin to follow the road heading north. Forlorn. Unsure, you follow the dirt path that leads into the nearby forest. As darkness creeps in, a thin fog materializes. Rising over the pine trees, you can see the sails of the windmill pulling at the mist. Disgruntled, you sit on the grassy lawn at the base of the windmill and stare into the dark night. The thought of your dead parents keeps finding its way into your mind, and your heart sinks down in your guts. You try to hold back your tears, but they just keep rolling off your cheeks. The wind dies down for a minute, and as the sails creak to a stop, you hear a voice behind you. Your parents are dead, aren't they? Says Lorenzo. Just like the sailors near the wharf. Haphazardly wiping off your tears, you nod slowly. Lorenzo takes a seat beside you. In silence, you watch as the sun sets over the horizon until darkness engulfs the valley. As your belly growls, Lorenzo takes out from his pocket the piece of fish he stole from the market, cuts it in half, and offers you a piece. Don't bring me into this, father. Refuse, or grab the piece of fish and eat it. See, if you hadn't eaten the salted herrings at your aunt's place, she would have wrapped those up and given them to you, and you could have had those to eat by now. Grab the fish and eat it. You grab the piece of salted fish and chew on it silently. iPad, stay. A faint glow, it keeps falling down. A faint glow, because the pillow it's leaning against keeps sliding.
I was answering as the iPad.
Oh. Okay. A faint glow appears from the church, and you wonder if the priest is having a nightly sermon to reassure his flock. The cross over the steeple serves as a reminder that God is our Savior and will protect the poor, I'm rolling my eyes, the weak, and the defenseless. What is that? God protects the drunks and innocents? At least, you hope he will. You are awoken by the sounds of thunder and notice a storm is brewing in the sky. While you're still finding your bearings, Lorenzo is already packing his things. Come on! We better not linger too long in these parts, especially if local authorities are on the lookout. Sharing Lorenzo's sentiments, you pack in haste. You receive the first drops of rain on your forehead, and before long, the rain grows into an impressive flood. You mentioned to Lorenzo you could head over to your aunt's farmhouse. And I accidentally clicked. With rain dripping from his chin, Lorenzo nods in agreement. I think that means we're going to the aunt's.
For
That's
sure.
why I try to let go of the mouse in between, so I don't accidentally click something. Walking down the hill, you wonder how you will explain your sudden return to Camilla.
Actually, no, COVID's not.
And more
COVID's
importantly,
not guaranteed death.
how you will announce the death of your parents. What, brother?
Well, she said, I think COVID was worse than the Black Plague. And I go, it's not. COVID's not guaranteed death.
No, but quite a few of those who've had it don't exactly recover. Bethel's being one of them.
But
Some have found treatment that helped. For some, getting the vaccine helped. For others, it just made it worse. There's not one fix for everybody. Okay, back. Walking down the hill, you wonder how you will explain your sudden return to Camilla, and more importantly, how you will announce the death of your parents. Wait, what did he do with the bag of flour? If they were dead, is it in my bag? Nope. My satchel has nothing. Then he must have left it at home. Mud deep. As quickly as it came, the storm drifts away, leaving Lorenzo and you soaking wet. The clouds part, and the early sun soon shines brightly, drying off your drenched clothes.
what do they need to fix?
I'm not sure. COVID is worse because there's no visual sign of sickness, so it is more deadly. It infects more people because it's more infectious when you don't have symptoms. That's why it's called asymptomatic spread.
Yeah, only 1% inside.
As you hike up a small hill, you glance at Lorenzo. He seems to be in great spirits for a boy who didn't eat all morning and ventures on a muddy road. You're about to say something when you notice a horse-pulled cart in the distance. The merchant cart appears to be stuck deep in the mud. A stranger is pulling at the horse as his companion tries to lift the heavy cart out of the mud. As you approach, the stranger waves you over. As you prepare to walk towards him, Lorenzo places his hand on your shoulder. I don't think they're merchants, said Lorenzo. Indeed. Clothed in rags and mismatched shoes, they look more like thugs or drifters. Go meet the strangers, or wave back and leave the road. Hello, Miyogi, I want to say. I hope I said that properly. Scary salutations from IK?
Yeah?
I was going to say UK, but it's an I, not a U.
Luna says leave.
Alright, we'll wave back and leave the road. UK, Luna thinks. Are you at work, Luna? She works at an airport. Must be slow if she is. Usually is. There's like, she has to wait for the very last flight to come in. You start walking towards the ditch, and one of the strangers starts running after you. Afraid, you also start to run, but suddenly trip and fall face down in the muddy grass. Oh, that may actually click the skull. Okay. Lorenzo lends you a hand and quickly helps you to your feet. As the two men are coming your way, Lorenzo takes out his sharp knife. You guys stay back, says Lorenzo. Stranger, calm down, boys. That man was already dead when we found the cart. I likely story. Look for yourself. Examine the corpse. Help the men fix the cart, or flee. Oh, that's Angel. You're security at a car rental at the airport. Oh, you've got today and tomorrow off? Cool. I get you guys confused sometimes. So when do you get to leave? After the last person drops off their car? So did we lose morality for refusing to help them?
Flee. She
Flee.
says.
Flee!
Yes, you did.
You feel you're in a tight spot and decide to flee. 4 p.m. to midnight. Oof, second shift. I used to work 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. at the paper. You look at Lorenzo and see he is ready to bolt out of there. With a discreet nod, you both start running away from the strangers. You follow Lorenzo into the nearby forest, putting more distance between the men and you. You come across branches with thick thorns that rip part of your pants and gravely scar your leg. As you stop to examine your leg, Lorenzo looks behind, between the trees. Thankfully, they didn't follow us, said Lorenzo. Let me look at your leg. You lift up the leg of your trousers to reveal deep red scars. Ooh, filler shift? That would mean wherever they needed you, probably. Geez, you really mangled yourself there, said Lorenzo. Try to be more careful next time. We were running for our lives, Lorenzo. As Lorenzo wraps your leg with the remaining part of an old scarf, you flinch with pain. That should do for now, said Lorenzo. Let's make it over the ridge. Silently agreeing, you follow Lorenzo up the hill. Roadblock at the bridge.
You know what not to do.
Try to cross the water? Walking down a grassy slope, you notice a river in the distance. Soldiers bearing long spears are blocking the access to the lone bridge. Further away, you notice a man pulling an old gray mule. A sickly, pale young boy is lying on the mule. Guards, said Lorenzo. Do you think this could have something to do with the stolen cart? I think it's better if we stay back, said Lorenzo. These guys can only mean trouble. Get closer to the guarded bridge or hide in the nearby bushes.
Yep. Whatever yep means.
So how are you tonight, Miyogi? What have you been up to? Also, I would say Happy Halloween, but it's already done in the UK and it's done, well, in my part of the US. Hide. That's better than the choice I made last time. I hope.
What did you make last time?
Last time I tried to get closer and got caught. Hang on, I need to clear my sinuses real quick. Sorry. Apologies. There we go. You quickly hide in the nearby bushes. Lorenzo points out an iron cage wagon near the bridge. That cage is a death trap, says Lorenzo. Luckily, the guards didn't see us. As you survey the area, Lorenzo shoves his pointy elbow into your sides. Hey, look, a path that leads under the bridge. Without another word, Lorenzo sneaks past the bushes and heads towards the river. No, Lorenzo, no! You quickly follow suit, mimicking his every move, sneaking from shadow to shadow. Under the bridge, Lorenzo dips his boot in the river. No wonder they built a bridge. Look at this river. It's foaming at the mouth, ready to devour us alive. In the rapids, you make out a few rocks that could serve to cross the river. What do you think we should do? Says Lorenzo. Go first, or let Lorenzo go first?
You let Lorenzo go first last time, didn't you?
Yep. And we got
What
caught. And I got sick.
Why'd you get sick?
Being in the water, nearly drowning, and then sitting in the cage at night when it was chilly. Oh, I guess is what made me sick. She said Lorenzo, but then she heard I let him go first last time, and he fell in. Then I fell in, and we got caught. You got a new black cat? Awesome. What'd you name the perfect kitty? Okay, this time I go first. Carefully, you step on the stone closest to you, then jump to another large stone further in the river. You glance back and see Lorenzo following your every step. You spot another rock that could be a good landing point near the riverbank. But as you get ready to jump, you are quickly halted by a muffled cry. Lorenzo, really? Run! You turn around and see Lorenzo quickly ducking in the bushes. In front of you, soldiers gather with spears. One of them jumps into the river and reaches you. They force you into the riverbanks and drag you to an iron cage and lock you in. The iron cage bars are cold and sturdy. I think it was Lorenzo that saved us last time, too. Biding your time, you take a seat on the wooden side bench. A few moments later, you hear one of the guards approaching. I've brought you some company, said the guard. The guards open the cage, and a man and a sickly boy are pushed in. True, I didn't get wet this time. One of the guards ties the old gray mule behind the cart. The pale skin of the boy and his painful coughing reminds you of your sick parents. Cover your mouth or pray to God. Who will be your savior? Blocking the air passages or hoping for some omniscient being to save you. Cover.
Either one does anything.
It doesn't do anything. You've tried both?
Mm-hmm.
He likes to be my test subject for some reason. I didn't even ask him.
I'm just curious.
He likes to find every way to die in any game we ever play. I don't understand it sometimes.
Well, once I know how I can die, I know how not to die.
Mm. I could rant about. You quickly cover your face with your shirt you have on and keep a close eye on the new cellmates. I am starting to get sleepy.
Mm.
How much further do you think we have?
You can rant about the lowercase god all you want.
Oh, did that one. Say what? What, brother?
Said they can rant about the lowercase god all they want.
Right. After a while, the cart starts to move. The old mule follows behind it, asking if you knew how much you, you thought we might have left in this part of the chapter.
Um, not even really halfway yet.
Oh, Lord, really?
Oh, you got the getting caught and getting saved, and you haven't even
The
made it to the aunt's
town
house yet.
and the different things there.
You haven't even made it to the aunt's house yet.
Oh, God, you're right. We haven't even made it there. Okay. Well, according to Twitch, I've been up for 2 hours and 44 minutes. So we'll go to the bottom of the hour because I'm starting to get a headache. I would like to, I think maybe, let me check my phone. Afraid I may have missed a pain pill. I did. Why didn't I hear it? 3 hours ago. Well, I'm 3 hours behind.
Before you even started the stream.
I thought I did take one before I started, or I went to take one. Maybe
A
I
bird.
went to take one and didn't actually take one.
No birds here.
I'm pretty sure I did. Ziri, we've been chatting
Mm-hmm.
too much. Eh, tends to happen in my streams. Alright, I'm gonna take a pain pill and naproxen real quick. Because the naproxen, well, the headache pill I'm grabbing has caffeine and a painkiller. Shit. I just knocked something down. Find it later. You begin to understand this might be your last ride, as the wagon feels like a death trap. How did that go? Did you guys make some progress? That was also about the same time that Husbeast and 19 got home. So I could have easily forgotten. Not blaming them, just saying just happened to be quinkadink.
Well, it said I had a message, but
What said you had a
oh,
message?
but it didn't tell me what chat.
Discord?
Yeah, I found it. It was Zen.
Oh, is Zen still here?
Oh, it was in the Kitnip chat.
Catnip chat? Oh, cool. You got to Act 3? I haven't played Diablo 1 or 2. I did play Diablo 3 for a time with the family. We would all play on the same TV out here in the living room. And that's actually when I started having trouble with controllers, sadly. That's what made the pain from that. It's what made the doctor do the first x-rays. I actually haven't had an x-ray in a while. I'm not sure that there's much they could look at.
I hope you make it to the guard. You died last.
No, but actually I gotten through that and gotten kicked out of the city before I accidentally reset it.
Oh, you got past that and then you accidentally reset it?
Mm-hmm.
You got. Did you get kicked out of the city or did you get your throat slit?
I got kicked out of the city.
By the head guard, right?
Yeah, by the commander.
And then the guard killed you because you ratted him out.
No, I didn't rat him out this time.
Oh, okay.
I remembered
Okay.
why I
I,
died
I
last time.
okay, good. I just didn't know. Yeah, I just went with the after I died last time. I just went with the fling when the opportunity came around. It worked.
Alright. You wish you could
What
play
you wish?
this? I don't think it's that expensive, Luna.
Like 9.99.
It's $10. So is Dragus done streaming? I mean, you could always ask, do you stream? You stream, right, Luna? I thought you did.
Is Luna in your Discord?
I am not sure.
I'm not gonna make that particular offer that I make unless they're in
Oh,
my.
you've tried, but your connection is too slow? You're in my Discord? Same name, I'm assuming? I shouldn't say assume, but figure most people try to use the same name so that people recognize them.
Yes, I remember this person. Oh, oh, snap, crackle, pop goes my bones.
Popped something?
Every bone in my neck.
Ouch. I did that. Well, There's
It's just
something that when I look left and when I'm in my chair that always pops. And I mentioned it to my doctor, and she goes, I don't know why it would always be the left side. I said, think about humanity. We always look to the left. Drive-throughs are on the left. Banks drive-throughs are on the left. You know? And I just happen to look left most of my life. And when I worked drive-through, the door was on my left.
my neck pops when I look to the right.
That would be from looking out your mirrors constantly.
No, that'd be from other things.
Mm,
Cause I have mirrors on both sides of the truck.
sure. Another person with EDS has died. I don't watch reality shows, so I didn't know of him. He was on Millionaire Matchmaker contestant. Trevor Jones, dead at 34 from vascular Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Leaves behind a wife and 6-month-old child. That's the thing with vascular. You're usually dead by the time you're 40. But I don't watch reality TV, so I didn't know who he was. But it's in the EDS newsletter, monthly newsletter. Oh, which Oh, she's in NMS Girl Club. My stream would freeze 2 minutes after starting it and wouldn't correct itself. That's too bad. Part of the reason I got a late start is every time I tested my internet up speed, it wasn't more than about 1.9, and I need at least 3 MIPS up, preferably 3.5 MIPS up to stream. So I had to text Husbeast, and I was like, planned on streaming. You know what's wrong with the internet? He never answered, but after my message, it suddenly went up to 4 MIPS a second. So I was
I
able to
live in a
stream.
truck.
Yeah, he lives in a truck. He doesn't have an apartment anywhere. He can't even stay at my place because I don't have an extra bed anymore.
I sleep in my truck anyways.
Huh?
When I go visit my mom, I still sleep in my truck.
Yeah, and I don't think there's anywhere for you to park around here. My streets are too narrow.
I could park wherever I want. Who cares if you can't go through?
Uh-huh. City might.
Who cares if it's a 7-foot long vehicle?
You trying to get me in trouble? Next time you come to Quaker,
Hmm?
hopefully I don't fall asleep.
I'm not in an RV either.
Nah, he's a trucker. He's one of them people trying to get your goods from one place to another during the shortages. Anywho, let's see if we
Only we had
can get
people to make this
to
stuff.
I'm gonna call it the next mini chapter. The next heading on a black page. See what we can do. You begin to understand this might be your last ride, as the wagon feels like a death trap. Oh god, that suddenly went bright. As the iron cage passes below a tall tree, you hear a familiar croak. That's not what it sounds like. As you look up and see a raven on a thin branch, a shiver passes through your spine. Ignacio, the crows are lurking. You look at the man sitting in front of you in the iron cage. Corvus. Crows, ravens, rooks. They all smell death from miles away. Holding his son close to him, the father starts to caress the boy's pale forehead. I lost my wife this morning. Now my boy is sick. He needs a doctor. Not being stuck in a cage, said Ignacio. And the crows, and the ravens, and the rooks, they are watching. Frightfully, you look up to the tree branches and count 5 ravens.
Alright, switch
You
tab.
hear gagging, and as you look at the sickly boy with disgust, black saliva covers his pale lips. God himself sent us this disease. Agree or disagree with his blasphemy? What is that noise?
Once it decides to fully load in.
Is that a Ziri?
Maybe.
That's the theory.
Ziri, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What I always do.
Interrupting my live stream?
That's my job.
Oh. Sounds like she's trying to load into New World.
I'm not trying to load into New World. Okay. I don't remember how to.
Hey, once upon the streamer. You gotta go, though, so I'll keep lurking you while I'm out. Good luck. Awesome. Thank you, once upon the streamer. Thank you for the lurk. Hope you feel better soon. We'll chat with you later. So, Luna, or Zeri, agree or disagree with his blasphemy?
I say go with agree.
Okay, what does Luna think? If you're not trying to load into New World, what are you doing?
Playing on the Xbox a minute, doing some quick work on Diablo 2 with Unknown.
Okay, could you turn the sound down just a little bit, please?
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Dresses.
Lunar agrees.
Sorry,
Same.
I thought it was. I didn't realize it wasn't just playing completely through my headset. I'm too used to the PC when I'm doing things.
Ah, yeah, we could hear it. Alright,
My
agree?
bad.
You nod in agreement while looking away from the sickly child. We're all gonna feel it soon. And so will you, said Ignacio. You lie down on the iron cage floor and close your eyes. The wagon travels the whole day and finally stops at nightfall. The guards set up camp not too far away from the iron cage. The night air is cold and the wind is relentless. On the opposite side of the iron cage, the father and son have managed to fall asleep. But from time to time, the body of the young boy
Not like
trembles
you.
with
I'm
fever.
on my way to the Den of Evil.
You overhear the guards describing the rest of the journey and understand you still have 3 long days trapped in this gloomy cage. You examine the father, his dark, sunken eyes, his very pale skin, and deduce he might also be battling some type of infection. With great hesitation, you pull up your shirt and examine your frail body. You are relieved not to find any black patches. Still, you feel a swelling in your throat. Yeah, our health is about the same, but we've lost a lot of morality. A whisper comes out of the darkness. Hey, said Lorenzo. Psst. Hey, it's me. Looks like you're still alive. Under the pale moonlight, you can barely discern a small silhouette, but the voice is undeniable. It's Lorenzo. And guess what? Said Lorenzo. Those soldiers are drunk as skunks. Now, has anybody here ever seen a drunk skunk? Because I haven't. So, what is as drunk as a skunk?
I've seen a drunk skunk.
You have?
Yep, that's fine.
From
Believe
eating
it or not, this
overripe fermenting fruit?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
one seems to be a pretty straightforward run through.
When they run down the road or whatever they're running down, they don't run in a straight line.
I don't run in a straight line when I'm sober.
But they look like black trash bags.
Black trash bags.
They do. They look like black
They
Not
trash
wrong.
stagger
bags.
like crazy and stumble a lot. Well, who let them into the overripe fruit?
They broke in.
They broke in.
I'd see them run from
I
the
figured
their
I would have at
winery
least
that
made a
mile
level.
job, run to
I wonder if that's
the
why they
ground.
have a lock on the dumpsters at the grocery store near us.
That's because of the raccoons.
The raccoons, yeah. We've had to put
Oh, I
bricks
don't mind.
on our trash cans to keep the raccoons and the deer out. Believe it or not, the deer will eat stuff too.
Well, the raccoons live in those trash cans.
Actually, our raccoons live in the storm sewers at the corner. Surprised the city didn't get rid of them when they redid all those storm sewers a couple of summers ago.
Okay, you can
Figured
have your
they'd scare them off, but
question
nope, they
skin,
still
but if
live
they
there.
needed it first,
Well, in California,
then of evil.
they're a protected species.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a whole family of them that live down in the storm drain.
If they're in your attic but not in your house, they won't send anybody to get them out. But if they're in your house, they'll send somebody to get them out.
Hmm. Lorenzo edges closer to the cage. Baldassar, you don't look so good. Are you, you know, infected? You describe your swollen throat and itchy eyes to Lorenzo, hoping he will brush it off as some sort of allergy. Instead, he walks away from the iron cage, mortified.
That shown the dark
A
woods
swollen
more.
throat? Show me your neck. Protest
Okay.
or pull down your shirt. Last time I pulled down my shirt and he let me out. Seemed reasonable. I mean, he doesn't want to die. I don't want to die. But yeah, now we have this infected symbol here. But when did we get rid of the... I thought we still had a damage somewhere. We still had the hand.
Yeah, you still had the hand because you never went to the doctor.
Dumpster divers. Well, we don't have a lot of that around here that I know of. I mean, people want to give something away, they just put it out on the curb with the free sign. I mean, my neighbor just brought home one of those red tool boxes for...
Lorenzo fixed the leg right as soon as it happened.
Oh, right. Okay, I thought the leg would have made me sick. Okay. Pull down your shirt. You get closer to the cage and expose your neck and body. Relieved not to see any sign of those dark skin patches, Lorenzo continues. Maybe you caught some kind of flu sleeping out here? Question mark. Better hurry to your aunt so she can have a look at you. Let's ride the mule to save time. Lorenzo looks at the old
Huh?
man and his child behind you. They won't need
Let's
it.
go for it.
That kid is already dead. As Lorenzo unlocks the iron cage, you feel your fever getting stronger. As soon as the gate opens, the father pushes you aside and carries his child directly to the mule. Get out of my way, said Ignacio. This is my mule, and I need it. You will be damned if you steal it from me. Lorenzo grabs the bridle attached to the mule's head. We're taking the mule, old man. Right, Balthazar? I let the father take the mule last time, and I made it to my aunt's.
You're not supposed to be telling her ahead of the story. She's got to make the decisions whether you live or die.
What? It's
Or
just
he, them,
telling
whatever
her what
they
I
are.
did last time.
On my way.
I don't know why they give us a satchel when we never have anything in it.
Oh yeah, you do. You just don't have any in it right now. Yeah, I guess you didn't take the coin.
I haven't gotten that far.
What do you mean you haven't gotten that far?
The coin was when we got to the city.
The coin was when you got to the windmill.
Mm-mm. I wasn't offered the coin at the windmill.
I was.
It's in the city.
Maybe she's playing the game now.
It could be.
What's the thing? You can, oh, I don't know what happens. I
Mm-hmm.
guess your morale will go down.
Yeah, if you take the horse, your morale will, or the mule, you likely will lose morale.
I wonder how should it go down to 0?
Possibly if one of you fight the man, you could get infected. She said leave the mule. You move aside and the father climbs on the mule with his sickly son. He whips the animal and soon they are gone. I hope you know what you're doing, Lorenzo said as he sighed.
Mm-hmm.
Which way to your aunt's house? Holding back a cough, you laugh. Right, I'm tired. You look at the moon, point to the west, and start walking. The fever continues to grow inside you. The scenery is a confusing blur. Your clothes are damp and cold.
Drop that.
You no longer feel your
For me too. So it is a great time to wrap it up because it's buffering.
Yep.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, it just showed me as offline? Weird. Yep. They might be doing something with our internet. They like to play with it at night.
I wanted to see how she responded when you ate all the food and went back to her.
Oh, you'll see next time, I suppose.
I'm not driving.
Unless you're driving. But I try to start around between 8 and 10 on Sundays, so well, most days. If I'm streaming by myself. Alright, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it did it again. Dragus's stream was doing that to me. wow. And the music got loud. I swear I turned it down. Oh, there we go. Anywho, alright, everybody. Thanks for hanging with us while we played this visual novel called Tales of the Black Plague. We're in Italy and we'll pick it up there next Sunday night. Hopefully tomorrow or Tuesday I can stream some No Man's Sky. Probably Tuesday because I haven't gotten to work on the loft at all since Thursday. So I would like to get some work done there. Yep, time for bed. It's almost 2 a.m. Central Time. That's getting up past my bedtime because it's going to take me an hour or two to chill out and get sleepy. So, thanks
Well, you're not.
everybody for
You're
coming.
not like.
Huh?
You're
Um,
not like me, huh?
no, I haven't taken my night meds yet.
Well, I just listen to you talk.
Huh?
I just listen to people talk when I go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm not like that. I have to wait for my meds to kick in. All right, everybody. Many happy returns, and we'll be seeing you. Good night. Mwah. Be good.